Hey yo guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kevin Does YouTube back with another video, guys, and welcome to the WrestleMania Aftermath Talking Wrestling episode, Big 10, episode 10 Talking Wrestling. We are here, guys. It is a huge episode. I'm literally gonna get straight into it. Like, when I say straight into it, we're gonna get straight into it because we have like over 20 matches to talk about. NXT Stand and Deliver was amazing. Then WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. So let's get straight into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn notifications on. And obviously Raw After Mania, we're gonna talk about that too. So let's get straight into it. Like I said, have some food ready for me to eat. So I'm not gonna like hurry up. I'm gonna take my time, but let's get to WrestleMania faster. So let's get this NXT Stand and Deliver that kicked off the weekend. Oh my. That freaking honestly might be better than WrestleMania Nah, I don't think so. For sure better than WrestleMania Saturday, but it's a tie between WrestleMania Sunday. But we'll get into that. So we started off the weekend with Ricky Sainz defeating Ethan Page. It was a pretty good match. Ended with the Roshan Bomb, Spear Roshan Bomb combo. Ethan Page hit a little Razor's Edge before that, and it didn't do it. So it was a decent match to start off the weekend, and at the end, Ricky Sainz won. It was a decent match and just kicks off more Ricky Sainz with his NXT title reign, NXT North American title reign, and hopefully this year he'll have an NXT title. Then we had a banger. Hank and Tank win the tag team title. It was a banger match. Not really too familiar with Hank and Tank, but oh my god, did they freaking win me over just like that quick with that match. It was a freaking crazy match, and at the end, they hit the Phoenix Spanish Fly to win, and then they freaking break it up. Hank and Tank break it up, and the freaking crowd was amazing. They all freaking were cheering, and then at the end, they do their finisher where they run into each other, and I like one has them and like a little power slam, I guess, but you run into him, and then they win, and the crowd goes wild. I was not expecting them to win, but boy, I was shocked. And oh my god, what a freaking win for Hank and Tank, new NXT Tag Team Champions, and I chose them to freaking not be better, but at least scratch the surface as Fraxium did, and I really hope they don't break up and go to the main roster, but Hank and Tank win. Oh my god, what a freaking incredible tag match. I know, I'm gonna miss Fraxium as Tag Team Champions because they always set bangers, but I trust Hank and Tank, they're gonna do good. Then we had, oh my god, incredible ladder match, Dia Hell throwing herself, just diving out from top of the ladder, then Sol Ruka at the end hitting like 4 soul snatchers, one from the top rope, then doing that little like flexible move to get on top of the ladder, and then doing a soul snatcher off the ladder. That was impressive, and then like proceeded to do a double soul snatcher on 2 people, and then she climbed up and won the NXT North American Championship. She hit Zari off the ladder, and then it was just a banger match. Sol Ruka did it. I was a little worried. That was from all the weekend. I was a little worried that that was the, I guess, more risked prediction. And boy, Sol Ruka, she did incredible, and I'm so happy. I didn't even know she was Speed Champion. I was doing my NXT Stand and Deliver prediction in the last episode, and she's a double champion, and she freaking deserves it. Sol Ruka is incredible, and that's why I chose her, and she won, baby. Oh my gosh, she's a new NXT North American champion, and I don't know who's gonna beat her. Probably Zari in a little feud. That's the most potential, but there's a lot of people that could win the NXT North American champion that deserve it, but she deserved it the most in my opinion. Let's go, Sol Ruka. Woo, what a win! She's the best. And then we have a little 6-man tag, I believe. Tony D'Angelo, the D'Angelo family, first Dark Side. It was just a dominating match. And then the best moment from the match is Staggs had a crowbar. He gave it to the ref, and then nothing happens, right? And then he low blows, kicks him straight in the balls, and he turns on the Don, his family. So it's been a good storyline since that whole brawl that Staggs, organized without the Don, and the Don was mad. He said, "Don't do anything behind my back anymore, and follow my rules," basically. And Staggs didn't like that. He turned on him in NXT Stand and Deliver, and that led to Darkseid doing that freaking powerbomb and winning. It's going to be hopefully a good storyline after this. So yeah, that's the most memorable thing for the match. Staggs turns on the Don, and the family is over. At least Staggs is out of there. So it's going to be a good storyline hopefully after, but the Darkseid win, and yeah, Staggs turns on the Don. That's crazy. Oh my god, this Fatal 4 was incredible, man. Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Jada Parker was incredible too. I think she was honestly the MVP. Obviously, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Jada Parker, and Jordan Grace, they all played their part. Did freaking, I don't know what it's called, but the face smack, like when she grabs them through the legs and hits their face on the mat. That was incredible. She did it to everyone, I believe, and Booker T was having the freaking time of his life. And at the end, Stephanie Vaquero retained it. I'm so freaking happy she retained. She's one of my favorites, like I've been saying that I said last week. She's turned into one of my favorites just like that. I knew she came from Mexico. I think AAA actually, which Triple H is acquired by WWE. Let's get straight into that. That's freaking good. Lucha Libre is gonna get more memorized now. So yeah, and Lucha Libre is one of the best styles ever. Obviously, Rey Mysterio, Penta, Rey Fenix, so much like high flyers, Andrade, the Garzas, like so many. There's so many. Everyone who was there with Triple H and the directors of AAA. So yeah, it's just incredible. AAA and WWE, they have Worlds Collide. I already mentioned that, but Worlds Collide June 7th, I can't wait. And Money in the Bank into Dome, both on the same day. So that's gonna be an incredible day. Probably double live reactions. Who knows? But yeah, and yeah, Stephanie Vaquero is so proud of her. She's the best. And then, oh my God, this triple threat match of the freaking year already. Tied with the triple threat matches freaking slapped this week. We had 3 banger triple threat matches back to back to back, 2 on the same day, and then the next day, which you obviously all know, but this match was to say, like literally every minute they freaking did something incredible, like power bombs, freaking throwing themselves, diving themselves, freaking through tables, through barricades. Like this match was freaking amazing. Freaking Javon Evans with the double colors to Obo. For me, I thought Javon was Evans, and I was freaking behind Javon Evans during the match. Like I really loved him, but like this match, oh my God, this got more over from the crowd and myself watching it, and I just can't wait for the. I think honestly, Javon should take it off Obo. For me, I don't know even who else. Like Trick Williams should be in the main roster already. He's not, but probably until next year maybe. I don't know, but Trick Williams deserves to be on main roster already. Hopefully, SmackDown, but. This show was amazing. Oba Femi obviously retains with the power bomb after trick knee hits Javon Evans. It was just an amazing. And then he hit a double cutter, and then out of nowhere, he hit a cutter, I believe, on Oba Femi. I think before that he hit a double cutter on both of them. And then trick knee hits, and then out of nowhere just boom pops up and hits a devastating power bomb on Javon Evans to win. It was a freaking incredible match. One of the best NXT matches I've seen, period. For sure, top 5, maybe top 3. I've seen a lot of banger matches, mostly Johnny Gargano's, and it was up there, so yeah. For sure, it's for sure 1 or 2 for matches of the year. NXT and Stand and Deliver was incredible. That was a great show. And now we move on to WrestleMania Saturday, where we start off with Jey Uso beating Gunther. He hit like 1 splash and it wasn't over, and then Gunther hit another splash with a combo like clotheslines and all that. Then did he low blow him, or he hit him with the belt, and then he went to do the splash and he kicked out, I believe. Then he choked him out for a little bit, and that wasn't even. Jey Uso hit a power bomb on Gunther, and then he proceeded to hit 3 splashes, 2 after the one he did, and then he kicked out, and then he did 2 other splashes, and then 1 to the back, and then I was saying pin him. Everyone was saying pin him, probably watching the match, and then he did. Unthinkable. I didn't think it was possible. He made Gunther tap out and choked him out. And Jey Uso is our new heavyweight champion, our new world heavyweight champion. I am so excited. Main event Jey Uso is now our champion, and it's just him. Jey Uso has been Gunther. It was an incredible match to start the whole weekend WrestleMania, and that's probably one of the best matches for sure of WrestleMania Saturday. So yeah, but it was a great way to start off, and then. Just a little cheeky match, New Day versus World Raiders. A little cheeky moonsault from Ivar. That was an incredible moonsault. Ivar always shows out. Obviously, the War Raiders always show out. But at the end, New Day steal the win with their finisher, the coup de grace. I'm just going to keep calling it that because I don't know the official name. I think it used to be called Dub Up Down Down. Now I don't know what it's called. But they went with that move. Basically, he just has him in a backbreaker. And then he just stomps on him. So, yeah. New Day beat the War Raiders and have won the tag team titles for the 14th time, I believe. They're just or the 12th time, I don't know, but they're just the best. Yeah, you can't doubt that. They're one of the greatest, and after this, they're for sure going to be Hall of Famers, in my opinion. They deserve it. Eventually with Big E. But we need Big E to get better, to make the storyline more intriguing, and now that the New Day have the tag team titles, hopefully they make better of the storyline with the tag titles. So yeah, New Day beat War Raiders. Then Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Incredible match. We got a little bulldog from the top rope. That was an incredible bulldog. Some more matches I did like the entrances. The Naomi theme song is actually good, and it doesn't start with like be cautioned, or like, you know, like some bullshit like that from Dev Rebel. It doesn't start like that. Like, proceed with caution. You like, it doesn't start with any of that, and it's credible. And finally, they made a decent song. I don't know if it was Dev Rebel. Maybe if it wasn't, it would make more sense if it was someone else. But if it was, hey, you actually made a good theme song. And Jade Cargill beats Naomi with a little. She hit a freaking nasty powerbomb and then a jaded hits. That was it was a pretty decent match for what it was. The storyline was incredible and the match was decent. So Jade Cargill beats Naomi. Then we have Fatu versus LA Knight. Oh my god, that BFT that that LA Knight hit freaking caught him in midair, and I thought that was over. And honestly, I would have been fine with that ending a little bit, just a little bit. And then Jacob Fatu manages to get his foot on the rope, or his hands on the rope. And then Jacob Fatu proceeds to hit 2 moonsaults and ends up with the United States Championship. Oh my gosh. This was incredible. I freaking love Jacob Fatu. He deserves to be world champion. He doesn't even need the US title, but he's going to elevate that like to the moon, and I can't wait. I don't see anyone taking it off of him, to be honest. The only way I see him is not getting pinned in like a triple threat match or Fatal 4. Literally, that's the only way. And I think that's how it should be. Hopefully to like a Carmelo Hayes and Andrade for sure. And yeah, just Jacob Fatu for Saturday night was incredible. One of the best matches of Saturday. And yeah, Jacob Fatu's United States champion. Let's go. And thank goodness Solo Sikoa didn't walk out all the way. He walked out with him. He got his WrestleMania moment for like 30 seconds. Just walked out with Jacob Fatu. That was a good entrance with the werewolf mask. And Jacob Fatu wins. Let's go. But honestly, Solo Sikoa deserves to be on WrestleMania. But it is what it is. He got this 30 seconds of people saying him. I did want to hear his song in WrestleMania. Like we're taking it all, you know. But anyways, then we have El Grande Americano, Gracias versus Rey Fénix. It was a pretty decent match, you know, high flying stuff. But at the end, El Grande Americano, you already know, cheats his way to victory with the metal plate and headbutts him, and then he flying headbutt wins it. Yeah, it was a decent match. High flying, you know, like lucha, and then El Hijo de Vikingo actually hit a drop kick, or was it? Yeah, like a little kick to El Grande Americano just before the match, and then that's it. And then at the end, you know, after Rey Fénix lost, he held them up, and yeah, it's just can't wait for AAA and WWE to have the worlds collide. I can't wait to be a fan of more Lucha Libre than I already am. You already know. So yeah, and then we have Tiffy time, incredible Barbie entrance. It's Tiffy time, and you know, LA Knight also arrived in style, but Charlotte Flair with the red carpet arrived in style as well in the car, like I did previous match. So yeah, and then Tiffany versus Charlotte. Honestly, I thought there would be like more memorable spots, but at the end, Tiffany Stratton beats Charlotte Flair. You know, Charlotte Flair was working on the leg for a little bit, then Tiffany was working on her leg. They were just working each other out. And at the end, Tiffany beats Charlotte Flair with just one moonsault. And honestly, I thought it would be a better match. I wish that like Tiffany retained, and it did happen, but I wish it would have taken more. You know, like she hits a moonsault. Okay, I thought Charlotte Flair would have kicked out because she's a veteran. And then you know she hits puts the figure 8 lock on her more, and she like gets to the rope, and then maybe Charlotte Flair at least hits one of her finisher. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called. But you know she hits her finisher, the natural selection I think it's called. And, you know, she kicks out, and then Tiffany hits, like, 2 moonsaults and wins. So, you know, I wish it would have just gone a little more. I feel like it was just starting to get better. But it was not a bad match at all. It was one of the best match, actually. And, you know, that's telling something. But, you know, I'll take it. Tiffany wins, and that's all I wanted. Tiffany beats Charlotte Flair with 1 moonsault. I think it was 1 moonsault at least. And, yeah, it was a decent match for what it was. Wish it would have gone longer. That's my only opinion. But Tiffany beats Stratton. What the freak? Tiffy time still lives on and beats Charlotte Flair. Let's go. It's Tiffy time. You already know. And the main event, oh my freaking goodness. This main event, honestly, probably the best triple threat match ever. Like I said, 3 banger triple threat matches, and honestly, from the 3 of them, I think this one might be my favorite. We had CM Punk, Roman Reigns. We already know it's going to be a banger with just CM Punk and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Even if it was Seth Roman, banger. CM Punk, Roman, banger. CM Punk, Seth, banger. Like, either way, even you take one of these men, it's still going to be a banger. And just having all 3, oh my god, banger after banger after banger, banger. So we have a lot of finishers fest, like here in this match. That was basically this match, you know, GTS on Roman, he kicks out, and then a freaking stop on Roman. Like, basically, Roman took most of the finishers, and he managed to kick out. And then Roman, Seth Rollins was like, we need to get rid of CM Punk, and then he was basically trying to get Roman's trust. Like, he even mentioned Mox, obviously Dean Ambrose. He says, we need to, like, take this cancer out, basically, and he was about to, we were like, okay, let's do it, you know, he's getting ready to powerbomb, he was getting ready to do the ooh-ah, and then he freaking slaps Seth Rollins, and then he still does the powerbomb to CM Punk. CM Punk threw a table, and then Seth Rollins threw a table, and then after this, it unfolds. Everyone's down, throwing their finisher. I believe CM Punk hit a GTS on Seth, and then a spear to CM Punk, and then a freaking stop. Everyone's down, and then Paul Heyman goes to get a chair, and this is where I said cinema incoming. He throws the chair to CM Punk at first, and then the freaking look on Roman's face, like so pissed, like he's about to cry. And then Paul Heyman, that freaking snake, I was calling him in the live reactions. I knew he low blows CM Punk, and then after I knew it was over, and he was gonna align with Seth freaking Rollins. He then Roman smiling his freaking, like his white teeth all out, like freaking smiling so much, and then just to get betrayed again by someone, and that is Paul Heyman. Low blows him. He was about to hit him with the chair. That would have been like a good moment, but he hits him with Roman had the chair. He was about to hit Seth, and then Paul Heyman, that little snake, low blows both CM Punk and Roman, and turns on this Paul Heyman, guys, his best friend, his wise man. And Seth Rollins wins and actually pins Roman Reigns. Like, what the freak? They actually made Roman take back-to-back WrestleMania L's and have the pin. CM Punk didn't get pinned, so I guess that's where he's going to go. Like, I didn't get pinned, maybe that's the storyline. But I know the storyline's going to cook, especially after Raw, which we're going to get there. I can't wait for Raw after Mania. It was incredible. This WrestleMania Saturday was incredible. Oh, my God. Paul Heyman turned on CM Punk and Roman Reigns. This match was incredible. And then Seth Rollins. It's Roman with the chair, obviously. More chair shots. So, like, that's now two that Seth Rollins has gotten. One on the Raw before Mania. And now, that's two that, and then now the chair shot. That's two now that Seth Rollins has hit Roman. The last time I think was last year when Roman got him back, and now I thought he got him back, and that's it. But now Seth Rollins has the upper hand on him. And then he pins Roman Reigns. This match was incredible. Oh my God, freaking Paul Heyman. This was amazing, and yeah, I'm liking where they're going, especially after Raw, after Mania. I just can't wait to talk about that. But let's get into WrestleMania Sunday. This match was incredible. The triple threat match, for sure, best match of the night. For at least WrestleMania Saturday. And then we start off with a freaking banger. That's another match of the whole weekend. Rhea, Io, and Bianca. Oh my freaking gosh. Just high-flying moves. Doing their finishers. The KOD, the riptide to Bianca doesn't do it. Io's guy just being one of the greatest women's wrestlers ever. And after this could be one of the, for sure, GOATs, as many people. She's one of my favorites ever, for sure. And yeah, she deserved the win. After KOD hits on Rhea Ripley, Io Sky hits a moonsault on Bianca and wins it. This match was just incredible. These women are freaking meant to be. I think they at least two of them and Raquel Rodriguez were in NXT, like when they were all champions. Like I think Raquel was the NXT champion. I think Rhea might have been the Raw. Bianca the SmackDown. I like the little reunion. And now freaking what? That picture was like in 2021. 4 years later, they freaking put out a freaking banger way to start off WrestleMania Sunday. Like if you don't want to end, like if you can't end the show, start off the show, and they started the show freaking right. And after this match, it was already all better than WrestleMania Saturday, except for the main event. But this match freaking slapped, and these women freaking deserve everything in the world. Props to Rhea, Io, and Bianca, and they deserved it. I thought there was a little heel turn from Bianca. I thought that was gonna happen, but it didn't. And Bianca's streak comes to an end, sadly, but Io wins, and that was an incredible match. And then we had Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in the Sin City Street Fight. It was a pretty good match. Drew McIntyre throws, or before that, Razor's Edge through the table. Just hitting each other with stairs, chairs, anything they could find. And then Razor's Edge through the table doesn't do it. And then as Damian Priest is about to do the old school, or like he's on the top rope, then freaking pushes him onto two tables, and then it's over from there. Claymore to the chair. This match was amazing. I thought it would be like one of the best matches, but when you had a street fight, if it was on one normal one, it might have been trash. Who knows? It would have still been a decent match, but I think this was better. It went through in total 3 tables, but Drew McIntyre went through 2 tables, and then Drew McIntyre through the one with the Razor's Edge, and at the end, Claymore through the freaking chair. That was one of the best Claymores I've ever seen. Let's go. What a way to win the match, and it was a good match. And during the match, he had to get his selfie, and he says, "Still bird our work, LOL." That was crazy, but that match was a good street fight. So yeah, Drew McIntyre gets the good win. And maybe this feud isn't over, but it was a good match. I think the feud should be over, but it was a good match. Then, oh my god, the biggest pop of the night. Fatal 4-way, Penta Cero Miedo. First Finn Balor. Great entrance. Not really. Banana entrance, what the frick. But, like, the match was... Nah, it was just a banana entrance. I like his theme song. You know, at least he didn't use the Judgment Day one, like, which no one knows. But I miss his old theme song for sure. Anyways, Penta Cero Miedo. Finn Balor coming out on banana entrance. Dirty Dom with the biggest pop of the freaking night, not gonna lie. And then obviously the champion, woohoo, Braun Breaker. And as always, Braun Breaker did his freaking awesome spear starting in like in the first 3 minutes. He already hit a spear and I thought it was gonna be over. And then a kick out. And then at the end, Braun Breaker freaking spears the shit out of Carlito once again through a nun's table. Then, you know, another Mexican destroyed by Penta. I think he hit it on Dom this time or Finn, I don't know. And that was a freaking Mexican. Like I love a good destroyer, but Penta, I love the Mexican destroyer. And then at the end, as Finn Balor did a coup de grace, I think. He's about to pin the champion, and then a freaking frog splash from the other side of the ring to Finn Balor. He did also a previous 619 to Finn Balor. I didn't think they were gonna get hands on each other, and then Dominic Mysterio did try to do the 619. He got caught, and then you know they started hitting each other, and then frog splash to Finn Balor. Everyone's freaking popping up. I'm freaking popping. 1, 2, 3, Dirty Dom Mysterio with the loudest pop of the night, even with what happens in the main event. Dirty Dom wins the Intercontinental Championship. I am freaking so proud. He deserved it. They didn't make me believe like during the lead up to this that Dirty Dom was gonna win, and I'm so glad because this made it for more of a bigger pop, more reaction for me, and this was incredible. I freaking love Dominic Mysterio. He deserves it. The greatest Mysterio of all time. Just kidding. But like he's on his way already, and like just 5 years into the company, and he freaking deserved it. That freaking heel turn, obviously carrying the heel turn for the whole years, even getting a double heel turn when he was already heel, and turning even more into a heel with the Liv Morgan and Rhea situation. He's just been a part of the Judgment Day. He's just been like one of the best ever in the ring. Like even when he can't come promos, like everyone's booing him, like he just makes people react, and that's exactly what he did. And Dirty Dom has become the Intercontinental Champion. I'm so freaking excited. I can't even talk right now, but yeah, Dirty Dom has done it. He's Intercontinental Champion. He already has one defense, which we'll get into, but yeah. That's crazy. He did it. And then Randy Orton comes out, everyone's singing voices, I hear voices, and then he calls out, whoever comes out is going to get RKO, you know, he does this thing, and then who comes out? Joe Hendry comes out. We already knew by the way he was standing. I was just shocked, who is it? I didn't know who it was, and then I saw those trunks, and I was freaking shocked. I didn't think it was going to be Joe Hendry. There were some rumors of Jeff Hardy. Oh my god, if I would have heard no more words in WrestleMania 41, I would have freaking gone crazy. He's one of my favorite, Jeff Hardy. Oh my god, I would have not gonna lie, liked that better than Joe Hendry, but it wasn't a good match. But you know, for the moment itself, Joe Hendry had a match at WrestleMania against the Viper. That itself, it doesn't matter how the match goes. That itself is a moment, and he did his little pose, you know, and then hits the thing, and then gets in the RKO. And that was a good way to end it. The match would have been whatever. It wasn't a squash match. It was just a moment, and Randy Orton gave us his moment with an RKO to that pose, and then after the match, you know, he's giving his props, you know, raising his hand, and then, boom, gets him with an RKO, and then, it's not a heel turn, obviously, he hits him with an RKO, and then he does the pose, and then he goes, oh my god, the zoom into the pose, oh my god, I freaking love, he's just having fun, and I'm so happy he's having fun, and having a great time in his career, and now he's going into something which I love with my other goal, I can't wait for Raw After Mania to get into. That was one of the best Raw After Manias. But let's finish this. Randy gives Joe Hendry his moment. It was a good moment, and not a good match, but a good moment overall with the match happening. So yeah. And then we had Logan Paul beats AJ Styles. I mean, honestly, just AJ Styles should have won, but he hit a frog splash. AJ Styles kicked out, and then at the end, someone from Logan's crew tries to get the brass knuckles. Huge pop for Karrion Kross. Best part of the whole match, probably Karrion Kross. Huge pop, but I'm so glad people are getting his props now. I've liked, since his NXT, I've liked Karrion Kross for a little bit. I stopped caring about him, but now I'm freaking so glad that WWE is giving me more of a chance to care about him, and giving more people, a chance to care about Karrion Kross, and it's working in that freaking promo he did off camera, maybe it was on camera, but, you know, off WWE TV, I guess. That was incredible, but, yeah. Just telling, basically the guy in the suit to F yourself, and it was just a good good promo off screen, and that was, you know, kayfabe, I guess. But yeah, and Logan beats AJ Styles with the, you know, he hits him and then a pulverizer. I just don't really talk about this. AJ Styles should have won in my opinion, but hey, Logan Paul is just building more of himself, like of a legacy, I guess, because he beat one of the greatest ever in AJ Styles. But maybe Cross is right. He said on Raw that you need to start going back to that old AJ Styles, because the old AJ Styles would have hit him with the brass knuckles and won, but maybe not, you know. I want AJ Styles to get cheered, obviously, but for at least for Logan, he could have used it. Like, not really that much people like Logan, you know. But anyways, Logan beats AJ Styles. Huge spot for Karrion Kross. Now we have Lara Raquel, first time mystery opponent, first Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And it's Becky Lynch. Oh my god, the band is back. Everyone huge pop. I'm freaking so glad the band is back and she wins. And her first match, she wins gold. It was a decent match, but at the end, manhandle slam does it to Liv Morgan. It sucks that Liv Morgan got the pin. Yeah, she got the pin, but it is what it is. Liv Morgan and Raquel, at least Liv Morgan had a match. That's all I care about. But Liv Morgan and Raquel were decent champions. And then Becky and Lara, you know, Lara 2 belts is here. And Becky wins in her first match back. And, you know, the man is back. Let's go. And then the main event. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. So, John Cena just literally destroying Cody Rhodes for most of the match. And any offense that Cody Rhodes gets, everyone was freaking booing the shit out of him. I thought after that promo on SmackDown, like, were they booing him? Okay, fine. And then he got their love back, I guess, the cheers back. And then after WrestleMania, everything he did, like, when he got the offense on John Cena, everyone was freaking booing him, and that's freaking crazy, honestly. But like, I thought, like, before the match, maybe there's gonna be some boos, but they were just freaking booing him. That's like, that might have brought some memories back. But like, every offense that John Cena got, everyone was cheering. So obviously they were behind John Cena since that's for some reason. So it makes sense. But like, I thought there would be at least some cheers. But like, there was some cheers, but like, there was more boos than cheers in my opinion for Cody. But at the end, Cena hits a AA from the top rope, but still not enough. He hits Cody Rhodes with another AA, like after hitting him with the turnbuckle, he took off the turnbuckle, he hit him there twice, and then AA, he still kicked out. That was a good kick out. And then at the end, Travis Scott comes out. You know, he also hit some crossroad on John Cena, kicks out, and then Travis Scott comes out, fiend, and that is it. He hits a crossroad, Travis Scott pulls out the ref. And that's it. And then John Cena tries to hit him with the belt. And then, you know, they're freaking going back and forth. And Cody Rhodes ends up with the belt. And he's like, please. No, like, making the face like, please, don't do it. And then, low blow, hits him with the belt. And 1, 2, 3. John Cena is the 17th WWE champion. I feel like I was so excited at that moment. Don't get me wrong. At that moment, I was so excited. But Travis Scott was the only one. I was just so excited over my head. Like, John Cena's my goal. And I'm so happy he won 17th. But, like, looking back at it should have been, like, more memorable. Like, even looking back at my video, I was like, 1, 2, 3. But, like, then I got so excited because John Cena won. You know, he's the 17th champion. Obviously, John Cena should have won, and he did. But I should have felt more excited, you know? Like, he's my GOAT. And I was excited at that time. But now, like, just Travis Scott, you know? Like, I guess, like, John Cena's not giving fans what they want. And that's cool, like, for the storyline. But you know, like, what the hell is the point of The Rock turning? You know, it just doesn't make sense. But John Cena, my goal, 17 champion. I'm still over the moon. Let's freaking go. John Cena is the champion. And now let's get into this banger Raw after Mania. Starting with the new, real champion, John Cena. Incredible. So he just says, she's just stating facts, like, that Cena said, that the fans are turning now on Cody, that, like, they booed him on SmackDown, and then they cheered him, and now they're just booing him on WrestleMania, and that, like, he's stating facts right there, like, the fans have turned on Cody, and he just comes immediately, it's like, you disgust me, you know, just basically saying the same old that he's been saying. And then he says he has 27 dates left, that he already was in Netflix, and then Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, like WrestleMania, Vegas, Scotland, Belgium, you know, he's just 27 dates left, like, and he also made it clear that dates, not matches. So we're gonna have more matches, but the dates that he's gonna at least appear, like how he's doing here in front of you, and I think he like with something. He just has to add like a little insult to the fans, and I love it. He has 27 days left, and then the most memorable from this promo, in my opinion, he says, "Get your cameras out. You're gonna wanna how do you say? You wanna remember this moment, and I'm gonna for sure remember it, because my other goal, other than John Cena is my goal, and then Randy Orton, like, just a little closer to him, RKOs, and everyone's freaking popping. I was freaking popping watching it. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have done live reactions to that, but he freaking RKO'd him. I was so excited when I saw Randy Orton behind him because they were cheering. I was like, please be Randy, please be. And it was Randy, and he RKO's him, and he holds the WWE Championship. And it really sucks that he's the first champion, the first one that's gonna challenge John Cena, because I think he's gonna lose. But I don't know if he wins, I'm gonna be over the moon. But I think John Cena has to. He's gonna have a lot more matches with the belt, and they're not just gonna give him a one. If he wins on 18th, that would be huge. Oh my goodness! Just give Randy the belt for even one day, and have him, and honestly have John Cena regain it back like that. But that would be pretty cool in my opinion. Like 18 times champion, just give him 20 at this point. But yeah, Randy RKO's, and now it's setting up for Backlash, and I can't wait for Backlash. We all knew it was gonna happen. Either Cody versus Randy in a tag match against Cena and someone, or Randy Cena, and that's where we're getting a Backlash. Hopefully, you never know, things could change, but Randy Cena Backlash, let's freaking go. My two goats going at it one more time, and now this time, table turned. Cena heel or the face. I can't wait for it. Let's go. I'm gonna love the build up. Let's go, my goats. And then Liv and Raquel regained the tag team titles. What a freaking match it was! And at the end, they regained the titles. And Becky Lynch turns on Lyra Valkyria, and everyone's going like, "One more time!" After she hits two manhandle slams, Lyra just kept getting back up and just making the face like, why, And then she was like, "That's it, you're gonna stay down for real this time." Hits her with two manhandle slam, and everyone say, "One more time!" And she gives the fans what they want, 3 manhandle slam, and they freaking cheer for her. I mean, I would cheer for her if I said one more time she did, And then Becky Lynch has turned heel, and I'm freaking loving it. And Liv and Raquel, your 4-time women's tag team champions, and hopefully this time they stay with them for a while and actually mean something for the tag team division. But let's go. And I don't know if I'm getting this all in order, but Rusev has returned. Let's go. Rusev Day is back. Everyone's freaking cheering. I'm freaking over the moon. Rusev is freaking back, and he just destroys the characters out and destroys Otis with that freaking accolade, just proving he's back, and he's back as the Redeemer. Like Rusev Day, like he's back as destroying Miro. He was in AEW. Now he's back as Rusev, and he's gonna be destructive as ever, and I freaking love it. Rusev back, and everyone's gonna be treating Rusev Day, and I can't wait for Rusev to be back. And Rusev and Braun Breaker is gonna be a banger. Rusev versus Gunther is gonna be a banger. Rusev versus Ilya Dragunov is gonna be. I'm just gonna be a lot of good matches with Rusev. I can't wait to see matches with Rusev, and he's back, baby. Rusev Day's back. The Redeemer's here. Then we had this incredible freaking match between Io Sky and a debuting NXT Women's Champion Stephanie McMahon. Oh my god, this match freaking slapped. One of the best matches from the weekend. Just one of the best matches already from this week. Oh my god, Stephanie McMahon versus Io Sky. They were freaking going at it at the end, Spanish Fly, and then at the end, Julia and Roxanne both invade and attack them. So I guess Julia's technically a heel now. I think Roxanne found her tag team partner or something. I don't know, but they start attacking them after an incredible freaking banger match that was on their way to honestly a 5-star classic. And then Rhea Ripley and Julia face off. Rhea Ripley helps Io Sky and Stephanie McMahon. Oh my god, Rhea Ripley and Julia. This was not my freaking card for like this early. Rhea and Julia to have a face to face, and I can't wait. This is gonna go down the line. They're gonna see each other, and I can't wait. Oh my god, Stephanie versus Io was already a good match. Imagine Rhea versus Julia. Oh my god, I can't wait. This was incredible. I just loved this Raw after Mania was incredible. You had Stephanie and then Julia also. Oh my god, this is incredible. If this means Julia's in the main roster now, oh my god, deserves it. She already won the NXT Women's title. What more do you need? So hopefully she's there. So yeah, that was a freaking incredible match. And then Julia and Roxanne from NXT invaded basically. So let's go. Then we had a little reunion. Jay, Sammy, and Jimmy Uso all celebrating. It was a good feel moment, and that's about it. But let's go. Yeet. Jay Uso did it, celebrating with Sammy to return. Sammy says it was sucked for me to miss WrestleMania, and for me to see you getting destroyed by Gunther, and also Jimmy getting destroyed by Gunther. And he says, I had to come out and tell you that, be the first one to tell you that you deserve it. And just basically they hug it out. And at the end, when Jay Uso was eating and Sammy was behind, I was like, is he gonna turn? I think he made a little face, and then Jimmy Uso comes out, so maybe that's something, but I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't mean anything. But in my opinion, Sami Zayn would be the first, the best first option for Jey Uso to but I also want Sami to win, so maybe he should be the last. I don't know, but it will be a good first option for Jay to defend the title. But I also want at the same time Sami to win. But it was a great moment, Jimmy, and Sami. The only thing I would have made better was the dun 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 and the OTC. That would have been so great, because I feel like still Roman needs to congratulate Jey Uso, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, that was a good feel moment. Jay, Sammy, and Jimmy. And then we had Pat McAfee. This was a freaking good. Like, I think this is the best way you could do it. Gunther just, there's some reason to it, but just for no reason attacks Michael Cole. You know, just for doing his job as commentary announcer or whatever in the commentary, and then Pat McAfee starts, because he was already choking down Michael Cole, and then Pat McAfee actually does something about it, like no hesitate, freaking hits him, pushes him a little bit, and then as Pat McAfee turns around, Gunther starts choking him out, and starts sleeping him, and everyone's just, the Pat McAfee crew starts jumping the barricade, and they're literally focusing mainly on them instead of the one that's actually getting choked out, Pat McAfee. Like, that's just crazy, but like, he stayed there for like a good minute, like just choking him out. That was crazy, just putting the sleeper hold on him. And then after, they kind of like pushed the storyline, like not the story, but like the segment too long. But it led with a freaking badass Michael Cole saying, "I'm not gonna let a bully stop me from doing my job in WrestleMania weekend." That was, hey, good for him, Michael Cole. Obviously, Pat McAfee selling coffee and everything, you know, needing water. That was crazy. If this leads to Pat McAfee versus Gunther, that would be pretty good, because, you know, they've been talking crap, you know, and commentate, but that's their job, you know. Like he said to Adam Pearce, like, what, like, how can I do my job if this bully's just getting, like, he can't take it, you know, basically. But Michael Cole's a badass. Pat McAfee took that sleeper hold. Gunther's a beast. Hopefully now again, like, hopefully he keeps destroying people. Like, he needs to regain that beast of Gunther. Like, he literally tapped out, you know. So yeah, and also it didn't help that Michael said, "Hey, I'm not the one that tapped out." And that did it for Gunther. But yeah, and then we had, I think it's time for Dom versus Benta. Obviously, Cena versus Dominic Mysterio. Good match. And then at the end, JD McDonough helps out Dominic. He pushes Penta, and then a 619 frog splash. And JD is back. That freaking go with the freaking big ass head is back. Took a big ass bung on props for him. After that, he won my freaking respect. JD's back. And Dominic Mysterio is still Intercontinental Champion. He won clean. Like, he just pushed him. He didn't like attack him or anything. He just pushed him. He just gave Dominic Mysterio a little assist. 619, boom, hits, and then, yeah, Dominic Mysterio retains. Bam. Let's go. First good retain for Dominic Mysterio. And then at the end, Seth Rollins says, "I am a visionary. I'm a revolutionary. I have stolen a wise man. I have stolen a best friend. I am Seth freaking Rollins." You know, basically says that. And then CM Punk comes out. And then Seth Rollins just starts attacking him. They both start brawling, and then he gets the upper hand for a little bit. On Seth Rollins starts looking at Paul Heyman. He's like pushing him to the corner, and then Seth Rollins stomps him on the ground. And then Paul Heyman out with CM Punk on the ground, on the floor, says there's a new undisputed heavyweight champion. You know, the reigning, defending, and that is Seth freaking Rollins. And then the OTC comes out. I didn't think it was going to come out, but the OTC comes out. Then everyone going crazy. They start brawling. And then as he hits a spear straight onto Seth Rollins, and then he hits a Superman punch on Paul Heyman as he's going for a spear. Then comes out the Braun Breaker comes out and spears Roman Reigns, and we have a new faction. Some people are saying the Evolution 2.0, maybe a new Paul Heyman faction. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's already starting off huge with. I thought it was for sure like the next Paul Heyman guy would have been Braun Breaker, not Seth Rollins. And we have both of them now in the new faction. Paul Heyman with Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins aligned. This Raw after Mania was freaking good. Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins have aligned with Paul Heyman. This show, WrestleMania weekend was incredible. Raw after Mania was incredible. Now we wait for SmackDown. That is Black, hopefully already confirmed. And just a lot more. John Cena's also confirmed. Cody maybe, I don't know. But I can't wait for SmackDown still. But this was Raw after Mania, WrestleMania Saturday, NXT Stand and Deliver. Everything cooked. WrestleMania Saturday might have been the least, but you know, that's triple threat match saved it. So it was just, I can't wait for WrestleMania next year, like for hopefully Rock versus Roman next year. That there has to be the time, you know. New Orleans, it just makes sense, because I think they face each other in New Orleans like for the first time when Cody, you know, did. But anyways, yeah, guys, that was Raw after Mania. That was WrestleMania. Everything was incredible. I freaking love it. Cena winning the X17 champion from Jey Uso winning the Raw Heavyweight champion, first time ever winning World Championship belt. Let's go. I feel like Sami should have done it first. I don't know. But, hey, Jey Uso did a yeet to New Day winning also, to Dirty Dom winning with the biggest pop of the whole weekend, in my opinion. Yeah, to obviously Cena 17-time champion, and then we're Randy Orton, John Cena. Oh, my God, there's just so many stuff. I can't wait for Backlash, even now more. And, yeah, we have a new faction, Paul Heyman and Braun. Thanks so much for watching, guys. That was all the WrestleMania weekend Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next episode for episode 11. This was episode 10, big episode 10 for the WrestleMania Aftermath. Some NXT Stand and Deliver Raw After Mania. It was hopefully you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. As always, yeet that like button, yeet that subscribe button, turn notifications on, and thanks so much for watching. And my phone is freaking cold. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace out.